Have you seen the media day today?
Where?
Basketball media day today.
Oh, they had a media day today.
They had a media day.
He retired.
He hung it up, man.
Yeah, that has been
The
good.
injury, man.
And the thing just rub us like
Generational
24.
talent. But he has been battling with this stuff for what, 12, going on 12 plus years.
Fun on,
Like,
man.
he was never in the league.
Sound like it.
He was just introduced to us. That's all we know.
That guy can only wish. I think he was the one that could go head to head with LeBron.
Guy was really good, but man, the injury was
just too much for him.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
But back to Dikembe. Dikembe, I think the legacy that he has left in the NBA and in other charitable activities that he has engaged in, I think it's something that other players and everybody in general can aspire to. I mean, he was dominant in that field, and he did not neglect his home country. He did something, like I guess he was saying earlier about the hospital, and help people come into the world. And when they ask the question, what hospital was I born in, or where is this? Well, this is Dikembe's hospital. Who is Dikembe? So that question, who, opens an inquisitive spirit to try and figure out who this person is, kind of legacy that he left the NBA and all of that good stuff. I think it's amazing. Well, like saying with Jesse, I don't know if Bobby heard us. We're talking about how he almost defined the role of a center. That position, he actually drew the margins behind it, where you could be like, this is what a center is supposed to do.
I haven't really gotten into his bios and his greatest play or his greatest strength in the basketball world.
Defense, man.
Yes, but I know like when he first started dominating, his players really didn't understand him that much. And even though he was like giving them a sign, when I make this kind of sign, this is what I mean. So at a point in time, they started like catching up, and he became the, what?
Not in my house.
You're referring to me?
No, that's what he says. He blogs it. No. In working finger. So I think if you do that right now, you get a 10 foul.
I'm sure
you can't do that anymore. But that's a signature move. Bismarck, what's his name? The Bismarck guy, Bismarck Biambo.
Where is he from, though? The Biambo.
Biambo. I think it's probably Cameroon. I'll be honest with you, I can't remember, but I think it's in one of the
East African name.
It's Biambo or Cameroon. I'll be surprised if it's Cameroon. Hopefully, I'm not butchering the stuff, but I think
he's from Congo too. I think
Congo style.
Yeah, it's same country like Dikembe, because Dikembe, in blessed memories, was from Kinshasa.
Yes,
I mean, a lot of very interesting things. That came from a family of 10 children. His dad was
10 children. Yes.
Yeah, he can speak 9 languages, including English, French, Spanish, and Portuguese.
Damn.
Lingala. I mean, it's like a real life.
He's versatile.
Yes, very much so.
And for someone who didn't even like basketball, wasn't his first. He started late at 16 or 17, and to even go further and dominate the NBA is just something that will linger on for ages. He
also came into the league at a time when NBA was defining its identity in the American media. I think it was perfectly timed, because in that late 80s, early 90s, 91, I think he went to Denver. 91 draft. Denver drafted him, 4th overall pick.
Wow.
I think he was there for about 5 years.
For someone who came in 89, right? Or 88?
Yes. Well, he got drafted in 91. So he came into the system, I think, a few years before.
His biggest impact is in that Georgia Tech. So, yeah. And he was 7'2". So,
has to be the tallest kid in the class.
I mean, he must have been. I mean, they have like tall kids, but I mean, even 2 in present day is still very much impressive for a kid. For anybody. Well, I mean, move on to, I think that was the year NBA, 95 or 94. NBA banned the finger wag after a protest.
Not in my house.
96 to 2000, I think he went to Atlanta in 96, signed a 5-year, $55 million deal, he with Steve Smith. And they went on a 50-50 season.
Yeah,
50 win. That's a record,
Yeah,
though.
it definitely is a
I'm
record.
sure he was. I mean, he's the reason they win 50. You know.
Oh, the defensive presence in there was definitely something to.
I mean, you can see his back and forth with Shaq. Shaq, you know, I'm going to climb Mount today. that's that's all he needed. Like, yeah, it's gone Matumbo. But he bounced around a few teams, or Nuggets.
Yeah, he went to Philadelphia after.
Sixers, Nets. You know, people telling me when I was in New York about New Jersey Nets. He used to be in New Jersey before he went.
And he was a Rocket too, I think.
Yeah,
he was a
he was a year or so. So he actually went around. I mean, I would whatever it is I was saying now, but that brotherly love motto for 76ers. I would say that that kind of spirit, that spirit of year that he was dead. I think it was 2001, 2002.
That's crazy that he was a Rocket just 20 years ago.
Yeah, that is a thing. I don't think you have players enjoying to play defense anymore since NBA has not turned into an offensive game. But you know the presence, and I know he grew up in South Africa, so soccer has been some kind of foundational thing, just like Olajuwon too.
Olajuwon.
Giving them that
The
footwork.
guy played for Houston, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's when he won the medals. Now that's when he won the rings. He won 2 rings in Houston.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm different, and then he go on MVP. And when the interview with Michael Jordan, they were telling him to choose players. Olajuwon was part of his top 5 that you want in his team, and became a defender. Like I think the footprint. But I didn't know. Did you check? I don't know if he's a Hall of Famer. He has to be a Hall of Famer.
Who, Mutombo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Something I didn't see looking for that.
Let me see.
How about his brother if he still play? If what his brother is up to? I think his brother was a giant bro. Elo.
He has a giant brother.
I mean, they come from the Giants apparently.
He has a giant brother.
Well, he met his wife in Kinshasa in '95.
Oh, he married from Congo.
Yes, they lived in Atlanta, had 3 kids together. They also adopted 4 children of Rose's his wife's deceased brothers. So this guy has been in the humanitarian space for a minute.
Yeah,
I mean, they talk about his son Ryan is the 16th best high school center in the US. He's committed to go to Georgetown. So I guess we'll be seeing him
very soon. Yeah.
He was inducted 2015.
He's also 17.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah, 2015.
Oh, nice.
And he teams in the NBA. Yeah, and he also at Georgetown.
Well, yeah, Georgetown. I think he's
8-time All-Star.
Yeah.
3-time All-NBA and went into the Hall of Fame 2015, averaging 9.8 points and 10.3 rebounds per game for his career.
Man, that is
someone who didn't grow up playing
basketball. Yes,
so, I mean,
that's a huge.
He's done it all.
I mean, what else would you expect, man? Yeah, I don't think they.
Wait, did he win he won a championship, right?
I don't think so, dude. He doesn't. He didn't win any ring, but I mean, his championships are defensive titles. His defensive player.
Defense. Yeah.
I mean, what is a star?
Yeah.
All NBA second team, 2 times All NBA third team, 4 times NBA Defensive Player of the Year, 95, 97, 98, 2001. 3 times NBA All Defensive First Team, 97, 98, 2001. 3-time NBA All Defensive Second Team, NBA All Rookie First Team, 2-time NBA Rebounding Leader, 3-time NBA Block Leader. The number 55 got retired by Atlanta Hawks. Number 55 got retired by Denver Nuggets.
Yes.
Third team All-American AP UPI. First team All Big East 91. Second team All Big East. 2-time Big East Defensive Player of the Year. So this man has stamped his foot
Big.
in the NBA.
I
This is
can't even
big.
believe he recently played like 2008 own season.
Yeah, I
How
mean,
old was he when he retired? That's the question.
I mean, this list.
Around 43.
I mean, he died at 58.
yeah,
He was
I
probably in
mean,
his
30, like his,
definitely late
No,
30s.
yes, man.
yeah, it's possible because he played oh 08 will be years ago, right? Or 16. So he retired at 42 then. Oh 09. No, somewhere around 42 or
Oh
43.
yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Maybe
Hmm.
that's what he's trying to do too.
Oh,
LeBron James.
LeBron.
Let me record. No matter what LeBron does, he can never be Michael Jordan. He can never be the Kimbe Mutombo.
Yeah, that
It's not about media think it is. It's not
yeah.
about stats. It's not about all of the things that they're trying to wrap LeBron James around.
Yeah,
There's a
because
lot
right
more.
now people can they have most people who played in the 90s due to like different rules, stuff like that.
Man, see, it's easy to see a question. We can see the answers now.
Mm.
Yeah, so I mean, I can walk towards it. It's
Well,
like,
I can even
well,
argue that LeBron James' entire identity is to outshadow Michael Jordan. Whereas
Yes,
these other guys were just doing what they were doing. They were not doing it. They were not looking to be. Oh, I want to
they are not looking
be
at
like.
stars. They are doing it
Yeah,
because they love
but
it. This is
they love
this
the
is
game.
their love.
Absolutely.
I think just came in. I think like maybe
It's the age of
2012,
the
20,
Hi guys, put your
exactly.
team for hat on. I'm about to say something controversial. I think those stats they start counting them much more to justify Westbrook's MVP. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not
Hey,
saying he didn't deserve to
uh,
get that to justify it.
oh
I
oh
mean, it's ridiculous.
is he
evil
a
boy.
fashion? No, how do they call
Icon.
him?
He's a
Yeah,
fashion
Fashion
icon.
icon or a
I mean, the man is like him. I really like him. I like his wife. I like his family. I think he's a decent guy. He's just a controversial. I mean, the way he's just like the way I talk.
yeah. We saw his interview today. Like, yeah, he's in Denver now. Can
He's
you imagine
that dude
Clippers?
has traveled
Clippers.
like time travels.
Yeah, the season about to start on Friday.
Oh
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
Started again.
yeah. I'm kind of excited. I know which team that and
I mean, for
plays.
the first time in 8 to 9 years, we're seeing the Golden State without Clay. So that's
Yeah,
going to be something. I don't know how I feel about that, though.
they're
They'll
not
be
good.
I think they'll be fine.
Not good.
I don't know. Like him having that injury for 3 years, right? I know he came back and won a championship. I think that's the most craziest story ever told, or like end of the won the championship after how many months out. So I feel like that story should have just ended there with him. You get
Yeah, I feel
like
that left a long time ago. Yeah,
exactly after
to be
that
fair to say.
championship, nothing to be said. How you can replicate that again? Then they just downhill like that. And I feel like they needed
Man,
fresh legs, fresh faces, like more hunger. Won it 4 times. I mean, what do you want them anymore? Only person that is hungry right now is still Steph Curry. So you need some players like the players that
and
can
Steph
match.
Curry has already won the Olympics. I think he went.
Yeah, but he's still hungry. Does it for the game. It's not for camera. It's not for people to talk about him. This boy just, how somebody goes to the field, just start a jump, like, no tomorrow. What you do, this is your life. It's not even about the money or how many records can you break today. It's like, I just do it. They need like better. I feel like Draymond. Is it Draymond Green? Yeah, I don't know.
He's already
One
started
thing I think
trouble.
to say about Draymond Green.
I like him. I like dirty player like that. Who player then? It was Cleveland when LeBron James went back. His
Tristan
name was
Thompson, is that what you're trying to say?
no.
Just
Anastasia
oh, yes,
Develadova.
but it's not
Huh?
dirty.
He's dirty. That
Uh,
guy,
yeah, it's
was
annoying.
pivotal to
Yes,
their championship.
he's like Patrick. He's like Patrick
Beverly.
Beverly. Just a
Patrick
pest. He's
Beverly is just
annoying.
annoying. He's
He's
annoying to
annoying.
play
Yeah,
against.
he's just
Beverly.
a,
He's annoying to have on the team as well.
He's playing
Beverly
Israel
is
right now.
annoying the
Of
way he
course. Why would NBA owner want to go for somebody like that? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know.
yeah.
I always felt him like something is off about that dude. Like he smoke serious weed. He comes to the
Who?
know, Beverly.
I think you want to Harden. That's the name that you want to say because
No, James Harden.
James Harden has lost a lot of weight now, man.
really,
But
A lot of them have lost weight.
I feel
What's his
like
name?
hopefully,
James Harden, right? I wish for him to have a championship, but I feel like that time has passed for him.
the same
Yeah,
thing about Chris Paul too. I mean,
Oh yeah, Chris Paul.
yeah, was the
Since he
one that
couldn't
needs
do
to have
it
a
with
championship.
Golden State, is a wrap.
got to say we're not in
Yeah,
any position to win any
I know
championship.
he's in Houston now. I think is he Houston? No,
Who?
Pause.
Oh, Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a
I,
sport.
it's going to be exciting. Grizzlies
well,
are going to be exciting.
I know he's
Um,
chasing that ring so bad.
but you see, Minnesota went and did that stupid move. Went and
That was
traded.
dumb. That was
Yeah,
really dumb.
I don't
Al
even
Anthony.
understand.
Went for his money. I'm happy for him. He got paid, but damn, that's a bad move from Minnesota's part. But I think they want to on Anthony Edwards to stay.
I don't think I don't think to win any championship.
What
No,
if they,
they
they
not.
have
But
Yeah,
someone else
it-
that can these guys like and rightly so, then you know what deal they have. You get
but then again, Towns was a big thing. He wasn't very 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 good defensively. Wasn't very good offensively either. He was one of those guys that he gives you what he wants to give you when he wants to give you. So
and
it's not you can't those kind of players.
he's
And
going to be in New York right now. So
Knicks are always getting enough players. They
Knicks.
always go for this kind of players.
Knicks, the thing with Knicks, right? Every year, beginning of season or preseason, they make the fans,
Noise.
the whole
Yep.
of New York excited. No, they give them this false hope. You gonna see Stephen A crying. Don't you see it happening?
Ridiculous. But I mean, some of the
ready?
most exciting season to look forward to. I should put Dallas in there, but I think they're definitely
Yeah,
somewhere around. I think, like
yeah,
Jesse said, Grizzlies. He said Spurs.
yeah,
What you think they will be much
Celtics is
stronger?
and they're not do back to back. That's for
yeah.
sure. Barely won
So
this one with
yeah,
no competition, and Jalen Brown needs to leave that team.
ASAP,
You think
Yeah,
he's carrying that
he's
dude?
definitely carrying the team. I mean, you see, with the way he team, it doesn't really show because
Mm.
every once in a while, Jason Tatum has those explosive games, but
go
this
to trade for him.
consistency wise, Jalen Brown is most of the carrying. And the
It's
moment
true.
I think he should go to a different team.
But look at what
He's going
happened
to
now.
start
They
over.
didn't. No, Jalen Brown. Look at what happened during Olympics now to him. They didn't pick
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
They picked the white or something
yes,
over him.
very
Yeah.
strange.
And Jason Tatum went there, did not even play, was benched.
And
And they're the NBA champions. What kind of
that's
stuff is
They
crazy.
didn't
That's
even
actually
play.
crazy. That's
Yeah,
nuts. That is crazy.
yeah.
Or they was just there if they are major,
And
maybe
yeah, I think they interviewed what's his name Star, and he
Steve
made it
Kerr.
about how he was definitely going to get booed and expecting it whenever he goes to Boston to play because of the Olympic situation. So I mean that's something to look forward to. Definitely think
I feel like right, they were trying to like just have the big names play. They have it in the back of their mind that these other guys, right, they have more opportunity playing in the next Olympics than their LeBron James and
that
Steph
is
Curry.
true. That is
You get
true.
because
Yeah,
if you remember, I think this is the first time Steph Curry is even going to
Yeah,
accept
it's
the
playing, yeah, huh?
Olympics invitation.
Yeah.
But I felt like again, LeBron James has been there several times. He could have just left the spot for somebody. That guy is a statistic hog.
does it look like somebody that can leave anything for anybody? I mean,
I
I
swear.
mean,
don't get me respect that man. I think I
yeah.
appreciate what he has done. He has a terrible basketball. He has a
What
terrible
can what can this guy do that will undo what he's done in the past?
LeBron James.
If you are invited, you can simply say, "No, I've been there before. Let's have a fresh face
Give
show
other people a chance. Yeah,
Oh boy.
opportunity." No.
But that is not his vibe. I'm telling you, that is not this guy's vibe. He needs all the cameras need to be facing him. If they're not facing him, there's a problem. And because I
Center,
think
center of
me
attraction.
and Jesse had this conversation a while ago, where like the American media created him and he believed them, right? We
He's
talked
like a
about this a
plant.
while ago. So
I
this is like
mean,
a specimen where like, oh, right from high school, he came into the league, and like he's gonna outshadow Michael, these great
You
things,
see what they're
and then
doing now?
yeah,
They also, planting the seed. They want him to play alongside his son in the same team.
oh,
Like,
but they say his son is not good, and
it's not
his
that
second
good.
son is the one
This
that's really good.
yeah. I mean, like
even
today, did you see
Magic Johnson.
huh?
Magic Johnson. Is that his name, right?
Oh boy,
Like for Lakers now, Lakers legend.
yeah,
He
Yes,
said he advised to that boy, that's LeBron James' son, that if he were that boy, he would say, please send me to the G League.
yeah. I mean,
Send me to G League, go, play like this boy
because
might even with the Lakers, the actual team are not play like
I mean, my biggest problem with it is nepotism. Like, there's no way. This is like the biggest example of it. I mean, I don't know if it's right, but look, he's going to be tested for sure. And he's because if his father was not LeBron James, will he be in the position that he's
he
in?
might not even get no
I
one
was going
Like,
to interject. I'm like, I think Lakers is a good thing for a rookie to come in with that kind of
yeah, exactly. Especially Lakers.
yeah.
They
Like Atlanta, Hornets, Minnesota will be a good team to come in, as opposed to just coming straight to Lakers. Because after Lakers, what do you look up to, right? Lakers is like the headquarters of basketball, I would say.
it's just like Madrid now.
Yes, exactly.
Madrid,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
they're not hungry enough. Like in the last few maybe 7 years back or so, you can see Lakers are kind of like relaxed, not caring because they already had big name. They
do you know why the personality? Sorry to interrupt you. Because of Anthony Davis, I need to get rid of that dude. Please go ahead.
like they're not like investing in. Is it you hungry in that will be the next 15 years to carry their back? You understand?
But they have those players.
They,
They
they
trade them.
used to, they
Yeah.
used to, but these guys kind of retired, move on to other leagues or other teams. You get, but
Yeah.
like how some shiny object, but you just want it to be, within your sight. All the if air blowing like this, you go break.
Yeah.
Have the shiny object, but it's not durable. That's what they were having at
But
Lakers
le-
because
le-
they have some players, but when it comes to like the real thing, you don't perform. And that was why this guy was mad at the time. This late guy, Kobe Bryant. He had players around him, but he's pissed off at them because they're not doing what they're. He's still carrying. He went to his phone, still carrying the team. He had to retire. Is it midway through the season that year? So they're not investing. The only reason these guys even won that championship was because LeBron James went there. Otherwise, they wouldn't do anything. Nothing will happen. If you like,
but
carry that guy we carry.
I want to say a few things. I mean, I think Lakers is more business organization than a basketball team, right? So I'm sure they're looking at like bringing in big names so they can get ticket sales, jersey sales, all of these things, right? I get the idea, but that's why because that trade for Anthony Davis doesn't make it. They gave up way too much of their future to bring a barely bounce the ball. I mean, no offense to, and he is what he is, but they gave up way too much of their future. That they gave up these amazing basketball players. Yes, not very serious. What Ingrid? Ingrid is somebody that I feel like is so talented, but
Yeah, and what's this other kid name? They sent him to, is it Washington?
so I mean they have a lot of they have LeBron James, Davis, and then they have a French players. The only person I can think of that can probably come up to being like somebody that can look and be the solid basketball player is D'Angelo Russell. But even he is inconsistent, right? He's highly
Yeah,
inconsistent. And
yeah,
then this other white boy, Austin Reeves. I think he is extremely during the big games. He tends to get overshadowed a lot. So
And
I thought that kid was was fire. The games you just come, he will shine. I'm like, who is
Yeah,
this kid?
I
Then
don't like players like basketball for they play against other teams, right? When they see a golden to yeah. When you go to play a team like Spurs, you don't take the game. That's not a basketball team. I think
mm,
that's why I'm looking at Grizzlies right now. I'm like Grizzlies might be something to look at.
Yeah,
Grizzlies might be something to look at.
mhm.
Obviously, Denver is always going to be Denver because they maintain most of their identity.
I think that guy at Grizzly just need to calm down. I know he wants to be seen like a gangster or a street guy also. He need to keep that, out of
And
whatever he's doing.
if he of that character trait, he's going to lose his career in the NBA.
If you don't get re-signed or maybe like no team even come for it for you, then something is wrong, because if is has their franchise player or whatever, the young generation to see you someone they can look up to
Absolutely.
them. But if you are on a media brandishing gun or whatever, showing off like no, this is a true of what we want as a basketball team or organization. I don't want that to stain their name, and renewing or giving you more power or more money to be in their team is not even in their
Yeah.
in their
Well, I
so
think
I want to like be as far away from you San Francisco Bridge if you are in New York. So
Yeah.
this season, I'm looking forward to what Zion is going to do. He has lost a
I
lot
was
of
I was on him. Yeah.
yeah, he has lost a lot of weight.
I feel
So
like
yeah,
I
He
feel
for
like
people always this is
I
what
mean,
the same
he's
thing
done
last
it. Now he's done it. He's lost that weight.
he
We
has
all knew
lost
like
weight.
weight was a problem for him, even when he got drafted.
year.
At some point, it was gonna be a problem, and we
We,
all
we, we
saw
would
it.
have to separate him from who he has become.
Exactly. That's his personal life. I just want to see like he's number one draft, right?
Yeah,
We
one
need
pick.
we need to see that now.
But
See,
all of those things affect his the way he plays, his ability to even focus on basketball. Because this is one thing I noticed about this generation, right? They're really good at what they do if they focus on it. And problem for him, because I feel like whenever he wants to play basketball, I think he's almost unstoppable. But there are not many days that he wants to play basketball. Most days you see him there really dragging, carrying himself around because you
yeah.
can tell he doesn't want to be there by his body language.
And with that weight,
Yes.
like
And
yo,
like all of not wanting to be there forces him to go to it. And then what happens mid season? He has gained 20 pounds. And it's
mm,
20 pounds of fat, mostly fat and less. Your mid season is hard to transform all of that fat into muscle. So
mm.
the is I think it's a thing for him. It's a mental thing.
I
And
feel
I
like
always I always suggest that this guy is psychiatrist or
it's
psychologist
possible
because
he's breaking off from that, like habits, and he's was with his and this guy is young. I can't believe he's going. It's not like in that position.
But yeah, no, I just watched his interview today before we jumped on, and he's 24 years old and he's in his sixth season. So, like, I hope all those things are behind him because he looks really good, really confident compared to the last season that he was in. So it's a different thing. With his baby mama, I mean, what's that the name of the girl? There's this girl, man. I can't remember. Damn. Yeah, but last season was a mess. And, he showed up in the ring wanting to play and all that other stuff.
Mm.
Hopefully, all those things are behind him because I think out of all the people, I think Victor Wambayama is the only one that I would say is like
He's so calm.
he's focused. He's the one that's so focused because I
After
think
all,
with him,
he's a French dude, so
I mean, but he's so laser felt, and he's because his height might be up his legs. When you're that tall, you usually problems with some kind of So, but you see his regimen and you see how he approaches the game. He's so meticulous in how he's doing.
like people like
Uh-huh.
that lanky and not.
Yeah,
So usually they don't play for seasons like that.
yeah, but
usually
but he's really serious about it. That is another thing. Spurs are on that radar. I don't know about Denver Nuggets with Westbrook. That we just need to see. And then
I
Paul
mean,
George, Paul George went back to. That is, I
But
think the Clippers.
isn't that where from? So he has
Yeah,
to go back and finish the story.
no,
I
he
don't know
started in Pacers.
how,
Started in Pacers, so he's going back.
okay.
But
Yeah,
he just got bought from 76ers. But I think he went back. And then Golden State Warriors, I don't know what they're trying to do. I don't think they're going to do anything. I don't see that. I don't really see it. Draymond might pull off some another stunt somewhere
the
somehow.
crazy with last season is that I saw like I'm a Golden State fan, but like from the beginning I saw like how they play. I'm like these guys are gonna play go far. So I just waited until the season is over, even the playoff. So it was just the NBA, championship games I watched. That was it, because I really didn't care. Like I was in it. And there were some good rookies that really made names for themselves, but other than that, there wasn't really anything that intriguing except the final last year.
Yeah,
This year is going to be something else with Zion losing weight.
yeah. Zion,
It might be a big problem.
Embiid has lost a lot of weight.
Mm.
Embiid has
and
lost a lot of weight.
that
But,
dude is
but
not.
I
That's
thought
another
the
thing.
Phillies, right? Is it Philadelphia were gonna go far in the championship? Like maybe even give Celtics a run for their money, but like they always fall short somehow.
Yeah, but I don't know. We have to see what will happen on the East Coast. But
Mm.
it's always hit or miss. But yeah, today was just to test draw and have like see where we're at, create the studio, and we're gonna start tomorrow. I'm still going to record, make sure video and audio is going clear, have
Mm.
segments, have time for each one, and then we talk about soccer, include some other exciting,
Yeah,
yeah, from
Champions League games tomorrow though.
Champions League. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm not following anything on Champions League start.
Yeah, you can just browse it out.
We have Formula One trying to start up in Africa. We need to follow that up. Hopefully, have a launch in, but Zimbabwe is the one heading that way.
Okay.
But yeah, and then we have some exciting things. Winter Olympics is coming February 2025. We
Okay.
have other exciting stuff. So yeah, I think next time this thing will be better. We can only get better from here. We can't
Yeah.
hit any rock bottom anymore. Just
Yeah.
keep it.
All
Have
right.
a
All right.
good
Nice
night.
seeing you
Thank
guys.
you.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah.